Hey there, today we are going to do a short little bedtime routine. This is actually part of my homework for my Yoga Fit training, and our instructor today called this a yoga snack before bed. So go ahead and do whatever you need to start getting comfy. You may want to put on a sweater or have a blanket nearby. If you have grounding spray or any kind of essential oils, you're welcome to use those. We'll go for about 10 or 15 minutes of our actual practice time, starting with a little bit of movement and then some stillness to wind both our brain and our body down for bed. So looking at my watch to make sure I can hold myself accountable for the time. So as you're ready, go ahead and bring yourself onto your mat, onto your bed, whatever works for you. You don't have to have a mat. If you do, that's great. You can do this on the couch, maybe on the couch. You can do this in your living room, in your bed, whatever works for you. If you can move, fantastic. If you just want to listen to the voice, that is okay too. So go ahead and just get settled into our body, settled on our hip bones, with our hands on our knees for grounding. For now, if you're comfortable, close your eyes. If you're not comfortable closing your eyes, that's okay. Just have a light gaze somewhere. That way you're not getting distracted by all that is around us in this busy world. We're going to start with focusing on our breath. So for some people, it might be helpful to place a hand on your chest or a hand on your belly. For others, this might be too much. It might be uncomfortable. So know that there's variations in this. We're going to start breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. You should see the belly rise and fall. Continuing with your breath. Remembering we will always come back to that breath. Let's start with just a tiny bit of movement. We're going to start with some neck rolls. So going slowly from left to right. Breathing in and out. Finding a pattern and a connection between breath and movement. When you're ready, you can do some slow neck rolls. Y'all, I know this is hard to move slow, but there is benefit to it, so stick with me. So we've done a few neck rolls. Let's check in on our shoulders, right? Where are they? Are they jacked up to our ears? Let's just roll them. I know I can hear mine crunching. Thinking about our breath, always getting back to that. Let's slowly get into some spinal twists. So just stretching that back a tiny bit. We're all at different places in our yoga journey, just like we're all on different pathways in our recovery journey. So don't pay attention to anybody else around you. It's probably just you at home anyway watching the video. All right, so we've checked in with our breath, our neck, our shoulders, our back. Let's move into tabletop. So our hands, I like this way better, our hands will be, right, all fours. So shoulders and hands are in line, knees and hips are in line. If you need extra padding under your knees, that is totally acceptable, totally normal. Again, focusing on our breath. So breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to start moving. So coming up like a cat and then into cow. So breathing in and out. Flowing through this a few times. Doing what feels natural for you. Combining breath with movement. Doing your best to stay here, physically and mentally. Y'all, it's tough, but you are tough. You are strong. We're warriors, and we will get through this together. So go ahead and find a neutral position or a flat back. I'm going to tuck those toes. I know it might be kind of hard to see because of the light. Tuck those toes. We're going to lift our way into downward dog. So our hips are going to go up to the air. If this is uncomfortable for you or you're not able to do that, that is okay. You can stay right here in tabletop. Listening to your own body and what feels safe for you. So this is downward dog, right? We want our shoulders in line. We don't want them up to our ears. Put them back in their sockets where they belong. Our heels should be towards the ground, right? So I can feel quite a bit of stretch through here. We're going to stay here for just a few seconds and breathe. I know stillness is hard, so you can pedal the legs just a bit. Staying present in the moment. Sitting with the discomfort that often comes with growth. Recognizing the difference in discomfort because of growth and then pain. All right, so we've pedaled out the legs. Let's go ahead and drop back down to our knees into all fours. And then you're going to have a few options. So we're going to get into, let me check my time. We're going to get into more of our relaxation now. We've moved our body a little bit. We've moved our breath a little bit. Now we're going to slow things down even more. Y'all, I know that's tough. If you need to wiggle every once in a while, you can. I really encourage you to stay with me. This is a short 10 to 15 minutes, which I know can feel like forever for someone that is new to yoga, especially when we're antsy. I am the same way. So do your best, and anytime you can come back to your breath. So you have a few options. You can sit in child's pose. There's a few variations like this. You can do just like we started, an easy seated pose. You can, I'm providing a few options, choose one. You can lay in Shavasana. So this is one of my favorites. This is also called a corpse pose. Right, so you pick what works best for you. Because I'm recording this, I'm going to sit up and get a bit closer to my computer. You're at home, do what works for you guys. So let's go ahead and find our final resting pose, whatever works for us, and check back in with that breath. So breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Pushing away any negative thoughts, pushing away any self-doubt, letting it all go, getting it out of our body, getting it out of our brains. We're going to breathe in peace. We're going to breathe in calmness. Breathe out anger. We're going to breathe in joy. Breathe out sadness. We're going to breathe in calmness. We're going to breathe out anxiety. We're going to breathe in confidence and breathe out self-doubt. We're going to breathe in self-love and breathe out any hate. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in anything that you need. Any of those feel-good vibes that you need more of in your life. I know it's uncomfortable. Practice breathing it in and breathing out anything that's unmanageable. Y'all, I know this is new stuff for most of you guys. So be gracious with yourself, right? Grace and space for everyone, especially ourselves. Focus back on our breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, I know it's tough to sit still. You're doing fantastic. You're hanging in there. So let's end with a few affirmations for ourselves. So maybe you place your hands on your belly, maybe one on your chest, somewhere, I'd like you, I know it's uncomfortable for most of us, to just touch your own body, to center ourselves back to our bodies and to have that mind-body connection. It's so important, y'all. They talk to each other all day long. And so we want to fill that up with positive things. So we're going to breathe in. I am calm. I am worthy. I'm valuable. I can trust myself. I'm growing. So breathing again, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, checking in with our body. We'll do one final scan, and then we'll be done for the day. So let's start at our head. I'm going to touch my body parts as I go down. You don't have to, right? So just in our mind's eye, which essentially is our imagination, right? Check down through everything, starting with our head, going to our shoulders, just observing, being curious. How does it feel? What about the back, the hips, the legs, the calves, the feet? If there's any tension you feel anywhere in your body, send some extra breath that way. Breath is movement. Breath is cleansing. And that's amazing because it's free. You always have it with you, and you can use your breath to soothe your mind and your body anytime, anywhere, any day. So continue to push that breath through any of those places that have tension in your body. And we're just going to sit for just a few seconds and then bring it to a final close. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Let's bring some awareness back to our bodies. Start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Maybe rock side to side just a little bit. Slowly bringing awareness back into our bodies. However you need to get there, let's meet back in easy seated pose. We're all in different places in our yoga postures today, just as we are in different places in our recovery and in life as a whole. So whenever you're ready, let's get back into easy seated posture. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. And us folks in the yogi world like to end class with Namaste. Namaste simply means light in me sees and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me for our little yoga snack for bedtime. If you would like more, feel free to leave a comment or contact me through any other way. Thanks so much.